Knocking, 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 and when I opened up, you showed me what you could do. Oh yeah, you can't measure my peace of mind. They can keep up with the Joneses and tell me I'm behind, but this world can't measure my peace of mind. They're never gonna measure, never gonna measure. Talking, talking, talking. You were talking about a freedom that I could not refuse. You can, only you can, sweet Jesus. They're never gonna measure this world can't measure my peace of mind. They're never gonna measure. Only you can.
I've never seen Cats, but I've seen some commercials for it, you know, where
Yeah.
people are all dressed up in the garb, right? Tell us a little bit. Can you kind of paint the picture for those of us that have never been to that Broadway musical? What was this Cats all about? It sure looked fascinating, that's for sure.
I have real mixed feelings about that time of my life because, you know, it was exciting, but I didn't know the Lord back then, eh? I didn't know the Lord. And so the more I had, the more I wanted. And the more attention I got, the more attention I wanted. And the more money I got, the more money I wanted. It was just like I have a God-sized hole inside me, and I kept trying to fill it with things that were not of God. And so I have really mixed feelings about that time of my life. I'm grateful I did it because it makes me who I am, but when I was on the tour, I had been come out of a stretch. I was only 24 at the time. I'd gone to New York from Ottawa when I was 19 years old, and everything happened so quickly. I was on Broadway at 21 years old playing Mick Jagger, you know, and by 24, I was doing cocaine, and I was drinking because I didn't have the Lord in my life. I had a terrible eating disorder, anorexia, bulimia. I thought I would be happy with all of these things, you know. I really thought they would satisfy me, but they didn't. So on a tour of Cats, at one point I blew my voice out completely, and I couldn't talk for 3 years. It really brought me face to face with myself, is what that time did. And I started turning to God.
That can be a good thing, can't it?
And I stepped off the bus, and I looked up, and there's this big, huge church there. And I went up, and I saw the women praying in there, the little old women praying. And I said, they have faith. And I said, maybe this isn't what I thought it was when I was a kid. I thought the church was a cold stone building full of hypocrites. You know, that's what you know. And no, these people were actually had faith, and I could see it in them. I guess I was ready to see it. Before I wasn't ready to see it, and I went upstairs, and the church was completely empty, and I looked at the cross. There was just a light on the cross, and I put my face down, and I said, Jesus, I don't know you at all, but I said, could you please help me? I'm so mixed up. I'm getting ready to change my name, and I felt a peace come over me, eh? I felt it was like putting my finger in a wall socket, you know, the electricity that came through me, but at the same time, there was a peace. And I just said, Lord, okay, I can do whatever you want me to do. Take me, Jesus, and make me a shadow of your love. I will never hide you, I will not deny you. Make me a shadow of your love. Make me a shadow, Lord. Make me a shadow, Lord.